chest, we just swing where our chest is aimed. And so that will help the club to stay outside path a little bit, because your tendency would be to get a little bit too open with your feet, too square with your shoulders, and swing around yourself like that. You can see I hit the ground before that. So we want to set up in a way that allows us, it's really hard to swing outside from an open stance, because that feels really strange to go out there.
Right.
The tendency, even if we do that, tendency will then to come back around and try and...
Well, that's the problem I'm having by feeling like I have to bring the club way back like that.
Right, but you don't have to. If you get your feet and hips pretty square and you just feel your chest turned that way. So my chest feels like it's aimed there. My feet and hips feel like they're aimed at the ball. Chest feels like it's aimed a few inches in front of the ball. So now all I have to do is just swing where my chest is aimed. Chest is aimed. And I get that little across move that makes me use bounce of the club. So I can't really stub that shot if I swing where my chest is. The only way I could mess this up is if I then come underneath to try and swing back towards my target. So we have to remember that the club will always, where the club points is always where the ball is going to go. So even if I aim with this flag here to point the club over at that hole, set up how I would normally set up, make my swing, the ball's still going to go over there where the club face is pointing. So that's the important part of setup, is to always get the club pointed where you want the ball to go, originally. Don't get too open in your feet. It's really hard. That feels really strange to keep the club outside the ball. So we want to get reasonably square, feet, hips square at the ball. Chest feels like it's aimed out in front. Now I just swing. I forget where the target is because my club face is pointing at me. I just swing where my chest is.
So you're not necessarily concentrating on bringing that club way out to the right.
I'm not trying to. It's just because I understand that if my chest is aimed like that, that's my path that I'm going to swing. It won't look as severe as what I'm showing there. But I never want the club to be working around this way, because what that does is it leads the front part of the club into the ball. And then when I do that, the ground is always going to get in the way first.
Right.
So I don't want to think of the front of the club. I want to think of the... And this is a real easy way to do it. Square, feet, square, hips, open, chest. Swing where my chest and my shoulders are aimed. And the ball will always go where the face is pointed. So what we're doing, if we look at it from this view, I'll put a ball there. Squarish feet, squarish hips, open chest. So as you can see, as I open my chest, I create a little bit of shaft lane with my hands, don't I? That would be normal. And as I open my chest, I create that little bit of shaft lane. So I don't want to set up and then do this.
Okay.
I've just created that little bit of shaft lane by turning my chest and face, feel like my chest is facing out in front. So now what I've done is put myself ahead of the ball. And what I want to do is, that's why I don't want to get too open on these shots, because open means I'm going to get really sharp and steep on